Taurus, it's March 2025, and as you can see from your horoscope, this sector, the computer program had to double the size of the zone of the zodiac there to accommodate so many planets, what we call a stellium, in this 11th house, which is your zone of friendships, aligning all of those principles and values. Can you? Have you been able to surround yourself with the support network that you feel is in keeping with who you are? You see, balancing this 11th house of friendships, also life ideals, is pretty important when you've got so many planets there. Karmic planets too, the North Node and Saturn. And then Mercury, finance ruler, moving into the 12th house of expense. Yeah, around the 3rd, 4th of March, I believe. Let me just have a look on my list to get that right. And that does go retrograde later on here to go back. It hasn't finished with you yet, Taurus. It wants you to deal with the communicative aspects of your friendships and closer relationships. And communication should flare up when that moon here around the 8th of March moves through your 3rd house to make contact with Mars, which is another very important factor ruling your marital and serious relationships, having gone direct late last month in February on the 24th. So it's picking up steam here in this communication zone, but not comfortable in the water sign. But there could be some breakthrough there. That will happen. The new moon that we see taking place in your 5th house, and that new moon takes place on the 14th, here in the 5th house of creativity, love affairs. So it's an opportunity for you to rekindle your love, although some of you will, be edging towards that sense of variety with so many planets there in the 11th house of friendship and social interaction. That's also a great area for networking. So one of the rulers of your career sector, Saturn, is mingling, wining and dining here in this 11th house of friendship. So, when we talk about profitability, which is also that 11th house, this is one time you should mix your business with your pleasure, I would say. The moon gets darker there after the full moon. You see it gets darker and darker. And so you see that right angle forming there just as it moves into the marital sector. And take a look at that. Mars is one of the rulers of your marriage, and Moon rules the zone where Mars is right now, this communication sector. This is called mutual exchange. So around that 18th, 19th, 20th period, even into the time where the Moon moves into this 8th sector, then I think there's going to be a lot of discourse between you and your partner, and maybe getting into each other's minds a little bit, especially on that intimacy sexual level there. 8th house, it requires that. The Sun moves into the 12th house, also another secretive area of your horoscope, having to do with this very subject that I'm talking about. So, not a bad idea to make the intimacy not just sexual or physical, but intellectual and spiritual. You need that communication to get Mars out of the rut here. It's moving along strongly. It's going to pick up some pace over the coming weeks. You'll notice also your ruling planet moves into this 12th house. This is a time of rest. When the ruling planet is combust, what that means is when the Sun transits by the planet ruling you or a specific area in life. But in your case, you're the ruler of your Sun sign, then the physical health may be lacking, your vitality's down, and the 12th house is sanctuary, a time when you can take time out, give yourself a little bit of an opportunity to rest. You'll notice here the moon is also in the 11th house for a couple of days, back to that 11th house. You see the retrogression here, Venus retrograde right at the end of the month. These planets had moved out. Mercury also making a retrograde move back into that 11th house. Looks like you didn't quite sort out that friendship issue, did you? So you get an opportunity there in the last few days of March to do so. But the important point there at the end of March, I would say to you, Taurus, is get enough rest. Look after your health, your vitality. Don't devitalize yourself with all of this splitting of your energies into too many directions. And to get more information on that, please visit astrology.com.au, where we've got the text-based monthly forecast for you to give you a little bit more insight into what's going on there. Do subscribe, it helps the channel. Contact me if you need some personal help, because sometimes, this may seem a little over your head. I'm more than happy to clarify anything there. And for those of you who are studying astrology, it's an opportunity for you to connect with me. And those of you who want a reading, I'm here available for that. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next month, each month of the year, same time, same channel here. Till then, take care. Bye-bye now.